the fuck is that? Choose a game to stream with. No, I don't want to do that. I wish they would put buttons I'm gonna use. Oh, fuck. Oh, there we go. And I'm back. I'm back. And I've got my handy dandy tarot cards. Oh boy. Let's see. I feel like maybe I should specifically like pull on. I mean, I want to do a lunar eclipse reading when it's closer to the eclipse, but let's pull on the energy, see what's there now having to do with the eclipse. Ooh, 3 of Cups. I was talking about celebrating earlier, I think when I was talking about the 6 of Wands. It's something to celebrate. But then when I looked at this and I was going to say celebrate, I heard the word gathering. I mean, usually would gather people together to celebrate, right? We have the Death card at the bottom. Celebrating change. I mean, I was talking earlier about the 6 of Wands, but I was saying like celebrate. It's a victory after a long battle, but it's not just the victory. It's like the celebration of, I want to say, overcoming something that led to a transformation. We have the Wheel of Fortune. You know, when I was talking earlier about how people don't want to accept certain things, you know, there's things that we need to accept that we don't want to accept. But when we finally accept them and we start moving with the flow of what the universe has lined up for us, you know, it's like the Wheel of Fortune, it's constantly like turning and, you know, it's going this way and then that way, and it's like leaning towards the good things and the bad things and but it's like, when is the wheel finally going to stop and land on what it is that, I don't want to say that we desire or that we deserve. For some reason, I want to use the word achieve, but you don't fucking achieve shit by not doing shit. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune, it's gonna land wherever you fucking deserve. Some people might not like that. They might be like, oh, so if something shitty happens to me, I deserved it. Probably, but it's not even because it's. People take that as, oh, what? So, like, am I a bad person? I deserve bad things to happen to me? No, motherfucker, you deserve growth. And the best way to have growth is to deal with some shit. Yay, you're back. Tell me something good, Sister Lake. You always do. Jay, hi! How lovely to see you here, Jason. Or actually, not Jason. We all know your name begins with J, but it is not Jason. You're marginally attractive for a card shuffler. Thanks. What's this about? Life. Fuckery. Oh yeah, back to the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. The universe is constantly trying to bring energy back into balance, and sometimes it gives what we perceive to be good things to, you know, bring things into balance, but sometimes it brings upon things that we perceive to be bad. But I feel like not a lot of people, I feel like everybody should Stop looking at things as either good or bad and just as what is. You know, when we put like if we start focusing on, oh well, this bad thing happened, and you know, then everything's negative, 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 then we're just gonna have more negative shit around us, and we don't want that. So if even if something bad is happening, if you stay positive, you're going to draw in more positive experiences if you can stay positive even during the negative. Um, because it'll balance out the energy. It's not about getting to either bad or good, it's about keeping things neutral. If you can stay neutral, then anything that's happening around you will be drawn into a neutral energy. I'm doing my best to word things right, but I don't know. I haven't been on in so long that it just feels like it's like, am I talking right? Is this thing on? Is it working? Is this mouth working right? Um, I'm being really, I don't know if you guys can see it. Ugh, hold on, can I get it? I don't know if I can get it where you can see it. Can you see this guy laying down here? He looks like, I'm pretty sure this is Anubis. See it clearly. I would say that this is Anubis down at the bottom, but I almost want to say this figure right here, whether it's Anubis or not, has a devil type energy. Now combining Anubis with devil type energy, what is Anubis? Anubis is the god of when you die. He's the one who manipulates the scales. One side of the scale has, what is it? The feather of truth. And then the other side of the scale is your heart. And if your heart is weighing heavier than the feather, then you've still work to do. You know, if you leave this world with a heavy heart, then the scales aren't going to be balanced. They're going to be tipped, and you're going to need to come back and learn some shit that you didn't learn. Even if it's just how to let go of grief. Then when we're talking about devil energy, we talk about attachments. I feel like it's kind of just bringing up what I was talking about in the live stream earlier, and what I was saying when I first came back on about having to let go of something in order to move forward, but usually it's something we don't want to let go of. You know, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, or some kind of belief system that we've been holding on to for way too long. Like I was saying, people believing, you know, there's good and there's bad, and if something's not good and feeling great, well, then it has to be bad. Not necessarily. If we believe things are to be bad, then they will be bad. I feel like him being at the bottom of the wheel, I feel like it's like attachments to things that are under the surface. I want to say this is very much connected to belief systems, and not necessarily a person, place, or thing or situation. It's our belief systems that we have an attachment to that we need to let go of. But if you don't know what your belief systems are, if you don't realize you got fucking cuckoo eggs in your nest, then you're just a fucking sparrow raising fucking birds that aren't even yours. I don't know if I ever explained the cuckoo eggs to you guys, but cuckoo birds, these crafty little motherfuckers, they will push sparrow eggs out of the sparrow's nest and put their cuckoo eggs in there, so that way the sparrows can raise their babies and they don't gotta fucking deal with it. But the sparrow doesn't know any better, so the sparrow raises these cuckoo birds thinking they're their fucking sparrow babies, but they're not. So it's like when we're initially forming a belief system, when we're small, somebody's putting their fucking cuckoo eggs in our nest, and we're going to raise them as if they're our own beliefs. You know, it's like when we have shitty parents that make us think negatively of ourselves. Like, oh, there's not room for me to exist. I fucking suck, you know? Um, but that's bullshit. It's like if you have a parent who can't deal with themselves, then they can't deal with you, which makes you feel like there's something wrong with you, but it's not you, it's them. They were the problem all along. You know what I mean? But you grow up with a cuckoo egg, them acting the way they did, implanted their fucking cuckoo egg into your innocent fucking sparrow nest, and now you're fucking cuckoo. uh. What the fuck? Poo poo pants. Thank you for deleting that, Cody. She's back. I am back. I am back. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot what else I wanted to say. You write this stuff down? No. I probably should. I bought a lot of books, guys. The fucking, is it Kybalion? Is that how it's pronounced? Kybalion. The Hermetic Principles. I bought that book because I had seen a video on YouTube about the fucking cuckoo eggs, and they were talking about the book, and I was like, I gotta get this book. I haven't started reading it yet because when I got that book, I had also got some books by Manly P. Hall, and I like have like a crush on Manly P. Hall. He's got like some lectures on YouTube that I started listening to. He's like an old man in them, and I'm like, this old man's so cute, I love him. But I did read most of Initiates of the Flame by Manly P. Hall, and I've started to read some of his, what is it called? The Occult Anatomy of Man. And he like talks about like the symbolism of like the physical body and stuff like that. But the Initiates of the Flame, I don't even know how to really explain that. I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it another time. I feel like I want to pull another card. Alright. I just want to go back to this for a second, how I was saying like celebrating, gathering, but celebrating and gathering, the wheel turning, but which way is the wheel going to turn? Is it going to turn in our favor, or is it going to turn in a direction that's not so favorable? Well, if it's turning in a direction that's favorable for you, then you have done some type of work, or you've made some kind of decision that opened up a door in order for that to happen. If it's in an unfavorable energy for you, then there's something that you need to look at, something that you're missing, you didn't see, you need to pay attention, you need to figure out what that is, work through it, and release it. Gotta take it by the wheel, turn it yourself. Right? Oh, man. But what if you do that and it breaks? What if you get too aggressive with it and it fucking breaks? Then it's never going to turn in any direction. I will make it favorable. Yeah, I feel like you can make any situation favorable as long as you change your perception on it. All good, we die, boom. Jesus. Oh, man. Jesus Lord. I love Jesus. I say that, and then like my thoughts start trailing off into I love Jesus, but people are like, oh, there's a but. Like, no, like I do love him. But I don't know. I think the Jesus that we all love so much is just a story. A story of glory. Hallelujah. Um, but with that being said, I do believe even if Jesus is just a story and he didn't actually exist, I feel like our belief in his story makes him exist. Um, my daughter found out that Santa Claus isn't real because some little fucking cocksucker in her classroom. I shouldn't say that. I'm talking about a kid. Some little fucking asshole. Yeah, that feels a little better. Some little fucking asshole told her that Santa's not real. Um, and at first we wanted to be like, that kid's a liar. Like, he's known for lying anyway, so don't listen to him. But then we were just like, no, when someone's being honest, we should, like, let her know he's being honest. So she found out Santa's not real, and I told her, even though he, what we believe is as a physical being of Santa, isn't real, his spirit is still alive through our belief in him, and the parents are still bringing the spirit of Santa to the planet by doing what they do, you know, by getting the gifts, putting them under the tree. It sucks that we're lying to our kids. I still think it's fucking propaganda, fucking bullshit. I don't think we should be lying to our children because we're literally programming them to be lied to and gaslit. Like, that's a normal thing. It's like we're programming them to be sheep and following what other people say. It's like, oh, we're all going to lie to our kids because we don't want to fucking be the ones to be like, oh, that's not real. So we'll just follow suit and lie to our children. You know, it really stood out to my daughter more than anything that she was lied to. She was upset that Santa wasn't real, but she was more upset that her parents were lying to her for years. And I was like, oh yeah, definitely my kid. Because that's what would bother me. Like, you fucking lied. I don't care that it's not true. I care that you fucking lied. I love it when you acknowledge, sweetie, because you turn me on with that and make me so horny. Oh, Rob. He, what movie is that? Where she's like, oh, me so horny. Me love you long time. Is that Full Metal Jacket? Is it? I don't know. I can't remember. All right, let's talk about this Wheel of Fortune and, ooh, okay. I don't like that. 3 cards came out at once. What am I supposed to do with this? I haven't read cards in forever. Now I gotta try to seem like I know something. I don't know shit. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I know a lot. Gosh darn it. I mean, we've got the Lovers at the bottom, but I feel like this has to do with the self. This has to do with the masculine and feminine energy and bringing them into union with each other and being whole within the self. I don't feel like this has to do with anyone else, no person outside of you. This just has to do with the self. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. What do I do with this energy? Ooh, all right. The Knight of Swords, I feel like it's like quick decision. Quick, sharp decision. Quick, sharp decision. Page of Wands. Ooh, to venture out. A quick, sharp decision to venture out. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. It might take a long time. It might be hard work, but it's worth it in the long run. I mean, if we're trying to balance the masculine and feminine energies within the self and have them in union, like working together, it is hard work to get there. Some people will never get there in this lifetime. My car sounds weird. I turn it off. I've been gone so long, I'm rusty on this shit. LOL, I don't even know what to type anymore. I know I haven't been on here in forever, so I'm like, I suck at reading cards. Why am I doing this? And I'm like, I'm stuck. I'm pretty fucking cool. I kind of want to, I have a joint. I do want to smoke. I do want to smoke. Um, the Ace of Wands. See how like the hand is like coming out of the cloud? I feel like something's gonna come out of nowhere. It you know how I was saying like it can be like favorable if we perceive it to be favorable. It can be unfavorable if we're perceiving it to be unfavorable. I said something along the lines of that. Um, I feel like when we are able to shift gears out of like a negative state and stay in a positive, I feel like something's going to like it's almost like this is a magic wand. But only if like the magic wand itself is what like appears. This is going to create a lot of things. Maybe not a lot. More than one though. It's like it's the start of something. She keeps awkwardly entertaining. I try. I do my best. Dino, we used to go crazy in here, laugh my ass off. I forget how to entertain on here. It is. It's hard because it's like when you're talking, like even if you're doing good, like it's still like, am I doing good? Am I okay? I don't know anything anymore. I mean, yes, I do. I know too much. That's the problem. I don't know what to do with it all. Come on here and ramble like a fucking fool, I guess. I don't know. Maybe somebody will get something out of it. I just miss my grandma. Oh man. Yeah. Dude, it really sucks. It's like she was in her 90s. But it's like every time I took her to the doctor just kept saying, "Sorry, you're still healthy." And she's like, "Jesus Christ, when am I just gonna die already? I'm tired of being." So it's like her age is not unexpected that she passed away, but she kept being told she was so healthy. So it was unexpected at the same time. Um, I thought you lived with your grandma. Yeah, she died last month. Um, you know what's crazy, you guys? It makes me fucking sad. I don't know if I ever mentioned to you guys the number 717. Um, for over a year, I kept, anytime I would see 717, whether it was on a license plate or the clock or just wherever, it kept feeling like it was significant. And then I got my cat last year on July 17th. So I was like, maybe that's why the number seems significant. Um, and then after I got my cat and I thought that it's like anytime I saw the number, it still felt significant. So I'm like, well, maybe it has nothing to do with my cat. Maybe something else is gonna come of this. And my grandmother was in the hospital and they called me with an update. They said she's stable. We'll call you tomorrow. And I was like, all right. And I had told my daughter we'll go see grandma tomorrow. She's stable, so we'll go tomorrow. We weren't going to go that day because there were other things that were going on. And tomorrow, we didn't get to have tomorrow. I got a call in the middle of the night to get to the hospital right away. She was not going to make it. Um, so I get to the hospital and I'm sitting next to her and I'm holding her hand and my aunt walks in the hospital room and she's got the visitor badge on. And I saw the date, 717. And it was like fucking screaming at me. And it was like, that's why. That's why for over a year, 717 felt significant. I've known this entire fucking time the day she was going to die. And it pisses me off that I was not prepared. And I could have been because I knew. I'm sorry, Rob. How are you doing? I mean, I know you're struggling with grief too. Um, 717. Fucking crazy. So you still live in the same house? I know you was wondering how you'll do it without her. Yeah. I have people helping me right now until I can get it together. But it makes me extremely uncomfortable to have people helping me. Um, when I was live streaming earlier, I was, explaining to everybody that it's like my grandparents helped take care of me financially like my entire life. Um, but they've also helped take care of me like in other ways. Like, and they've never ever ever made me feel less than, or like I owed them something, or like I was a fucking piece of shit because I was unstable. There was never any guilt or feeling like a fucking dick. I just always felt so grateful for what they were doing for me. Um, Anybody else on the planet, it's like if somebody does something for me, I appreciate it, but I don't feel comfortable with it because I don't like feeling like I owe somebody something. So now I'm in a situation where I don't have a choice but to accept help from people. And I don't, I just, I don't like it. Don't let no one trick you out of your spot. Yeah. I mean, we're running into the issue of the credit card companies are gonna want to be paid. And they could tell us to fuck off and they don't want to work with us and tell us that we have to sell the house in order for them to be paid, which sucks. But we're gonna try and figure out whatever we can to not let that happen because it would be stupid to lose an entire fucking home over a fraction of what it's worth. Like, oh man. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But I'm gonna be coming on here and I'm going to be trying to do my thing on here more often. I've been trying to get like in the headspace to even come on and like want to chat without crying. Like I've been crying over the dumbest things. Like I was telling you guys earlier that it just the other day I finally threw out her teeth. I I was on DoorDash the other day and I was like looking at food and I saw where I used to buy her spring rolls from, and then I sat there crying for a half hour over spring rolls. Um, I went to the pharmacy to get my mom's prescriptions. It's the same pharmacy I used to go to get my grandmother's prescriptions, and then I cried the ride home because I'm not gonna get her prescriptions anymore. There's just so many little things that I used to have to do for her that I don't have to do anymore. But my mind still is like, you gotta get this done. You need to get her pajamas washed. You're supposed to shower her. Stupid. It was like 2 days after she passed away, and I walked in the house and I heard her call my name. And I started to head to her room to check on her to see what she wanted, and I got halfway there and it was like, oh wait, I'm hearing things because she's not here. Birth to death is natural. We all got our date. I believe you will see her again. Yeah, no. I know. Oh man. It's like I still have my mom and I love my mom, but my mom's like that like rebellious sibling that is a pain in the ass or like a fucking disobedient child. My grandmother was my mother. what a mother should be to someone is what my grandmother was to me. Uh, I couldn't live in that same house. That would fuck me up more. I feel you have to get away. You get away for a while, you can get over it more faster. Yeah, yeah. Um, it's like after my grandfather passed away, my grandmother got rid of his chair like quick because she was just like, she's like, I don't like seeing the chair. He's not in it. I still have her chair. I'm like, I don't want to throw her chair away. I like sitting. Oh man, it's so weird. It's so weird without her here. Um, yeah, I've tried to think of if I had to leave here, like picturing myself like trying to like be somewhere else, and I don't want to live anywhere else. Um, but also like we were talking about things that we're attached to. It's like I've been so attached to this house my entire life. If for some reason we lost it and I had to leave, I need to be open to accepting that, even though that would be devastating. Um, but it's like imagining leaving here. It's like I don't even know where I would go. It's like would I even be able to find like a safe place to live for me and my kids? I don't fucking know. It's like if I It's like I'm already going to be struggling trying to figure out how to stay in a house that doesn't have a fucking mortgage. Like, imagine trying to go from that to trying to figure out how to afford an apartment. Where I live, apartments, even a fucking like one bedroom is like almost $2,000. It's insane. What's I don't know how anyone's surviving. Oh, save the house. Yeah, I want to save the house. I want to save the house. Yeah, because I'm telling the lawyer, I'm like, well, can't we just use equity from the house to friggin' pay off the creditors? And he said the credit card companies might not want to wait for you to go through the process of uh getting a loan. And while it's in probate, like the chances of you getting an equity loan are not that great. So like the credit card companies could tell you to fuck off and not work with you and say, we want to get paid now. We don't care how you get it. You need to pay it or we're gonna hold this thing up. And yeah, so I don't know. But fingers crossed things work out. Um, this is like the only home I've known my whole life. I mean, you know, I my mom's home was a home too, but that was that was like hell on earth. And then my grandparents was like heaven on earth, you know, so it was like this was like the safe haven. This was a safe place to go when the rest of the world was um reverse mortgage. Yeah, well, I mean, can't do right now that no one's owning the house right now because my grandmother died and she left it to me and her three daughters. But before we can inherit it, it has to go through probate. And when it's in probate, that's when the credit card company's debt that she owed, they're like, well, she has no money left. Um, she has no cash left. The only thing she left behind was a house. So the credit card companies are going to say, well, we can get paid if you sell your house. Oh man. If she didn't leave anything behind, then the credit card companies, I guess they write it off as a debt because family members are not responsible for credit card debt when someone passes away. But just so people know this, if you're ever in this situation, if you're going to leave your home to your kids, be aware be aware if you also have debt that you're leaving behind, they're not responsible to pay that debt. But if you left behind a home, something of value, they're going to want your kids to sell it so they can get paid. And then your kids can get whatever's left over. Yeah, yeah, everything will be okay, Lenny. I know it will. I know it will. It's like I've been to hell and back repeatedly throughout life, but one thing I've also learned through all those journeys and fuckery is that no matter what, I'm gonna be okay. As long as I make sure I'm okay. Like I don't mean externally, I mean internally. You know, how we're doing on the inside very much affects how we're handling things outside in this world. Fingers crossed, not your legs. There's a hot physical therapist still out there. Oh man, my joint is. I hate when this happens. When the end just it like doesn't wanna stay closed. Ay, 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 ay. Could her insurance money pay off the debt or no? Like life insurance? No, the life insurance money that she had, she paid for her funeral before she died. She wanted to make sure everything was taken care of before she went. Oh my God, you guys. She kept telling me that at her funeral, she wanted the casket closed. And so I was like, don't worry, Grandma, I'll make sure it's closed. They ended up making her look really good. The only thing that didn't look like her was her mouth, because since her teeth weren't in there, they put something in her mouth so it wasn't sunk in, and it changed how her face looked a little. But if you just didn't look at her mouth, the rest of her, and the way they did her hair, they made her hair look fuller. They made her look really good. So my aunts wanted to keep the casket open. And when I walked in, I was just like, she doesn't want that open. Why is it open? And they were like, well, we're just going to keep it open for us for now. But when people start coming, we're going to close it. But then they ended up deciding just to keep it open altogether because they were like, she looks really good. She would be happy with how she looks. And I don't think my grandmother would have cared. Like, I think she would have been like, yeah, they made me look really good. I'm happy about that. But I think she was more uncomfortable with the idea of people being around her corpse and just like staring at her corpse, you know? Um, so if she was here for us to ask, I think she would have been like, please fucking close it. I wanted to go up to it and close it so bad and be like, she didn't want this. But I don't think anyone was ready to say goodbye to her. Um, you know, when like there's like a certain person in the family that's like the heart of the family. She was it, you know? Um, yeah, I was talking to my mom after. I'm like, I can't believe we had the fucking casket open. Like, that's gonna forever bother me. And I agreed with my aunts. I didn't tell them that I thought she would still want it closed. Because I knew they needed it for them. But poor grandma, she was probably like, great. Everybody was just talking around my corpse and looking at it and being like, oh, she looks good. Oh, it's actually kind of weird if you think about funerals. Why are we all going to look at their corpse? And then we're all talking around their corpse. Like, it is kind of weird if you really think about it. It's like normal because it's been normalized. But if you act like it was never a thing to ever happen, like when people died, you just buried them, you didn't like get their hair and makeup done so you could stare at them and say goodbye. Like, imagine if that never existed and then you saw somebody doing that. Wouldn't you be like, what the fuck? Burn me or put a Tom Selleck hat on me when I die. Oh man, well hopefully we all live really long lives. Um, oh man. I don't like going up to the casket. I just take a quick peek and then keep walking. Yeah, I usually don't I don't go to funerals. It's too heavy of an energy for me, so if I'm going to a funeral, it's because it's my grandmother or my grandfather. Um, I know it's like you're supposed to go pay respects to people and stuff, but I don't know, maybe it's because I'm traumatized from the first fucking funeral. Well, the first funeral I went to, I didn't like go in. I was like a little kid and they had me sitting outside of like the funeral room. Um, but the first funeral that I went to and I went up to the casket was my boyfriend's when I was 12. So it's just like, I don't know, maybe that's why I've always avoided funerals. Because it's just like a reminder of that experience. I like lit this and then never hit it. I used to look like him back then, I was told. Tom Selleck. Speaking of Toms, where's Tom? I need him to come in here and call me White Flower. Especially when I'm sad. It makes me happy. Motherfucker. I rolled the end like too tight. Let me see if I can fix it. White Flower. Yeah, well, I didn't talk to Katie. I had messaged with Katie. Shit, I should have, hold on. I'm gonna message her. All right, I just messaged Katie. I meant to message her before I even came on. Um, yeah, I talk to Katie from time to time. Well, not talk, message with Katie from time to time. Where is Dustin and the other girl? Dustin? Fuck Dustin. Dustin hasn't been here in a long time, that little pussy bitch. Fuck you, Dustin, if you ever come back, you dick. You know why fuck Dustin? One, for the shit that he talked about Vera, and two, because he fucking couldn't come in here anymore because he lost his fucking blue wrench because he was trying to talk shit about Phantom, and I gave him a warning. I said, you're gonna lose your wrench if you keep trying to talk shit about Phantom, and he wanted to keep trying to be funny, and he lost his blue wrench, and then he acted like a little bitch about it and don't come back no more. So, whatever. If I take your wrench from you, you're gonna be a little bitch about it. You fucking deserved it. Who did I take a wrench from in here before? I think I took everybody's wrench after I got into the fight with Vera that one time. I took everyone's wrench from her, but I finally got an answer from her on Facebook. Um, she said she's doing okay, but she's still struggling, but doing okay. Um, she said she would try and catch a live stream, and I had messaged her back, and then she hasn't opened it, and it's been like couple months, I think, since I last messaged her, and she never opened it. So I don't know what's going on again. Um, I thought I talked it out.
I thought I talked it out.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Remember that Jamaican dude that came in here before that wanted to sell you weed? He never came back either. All my ads says Rhode Island lately. What ads? Like on YouTube? Maybe it's trying to tell you something. Maybe it's trying to tell you should be in Rhode Island, right? Because you live in Mass. Is a blue wrench like a real blue socket wrench and a blue pipe wrench? No, the blue wrench. Well, actually, it's not a wrench. Now it's a little badge shield thing, right? Didn't it used to be like a little wrench next to your names when I would make you guys moderators? Kids to know how. Oh, kids should know how to use wrenches. Yeah, they should, but they don't. I mean, most men these days don't even know how to use wrenches. I probably have more knowledge on how to use a wrench than the majority of men that I know. That's bad. That's not good, guys. Let's get it together. And if you guys know how to use a wrench, you need to call up all your boys and make sure they know how to use wrenches too. Help them out. Don't let them be stupid. That's how long since you've been here. We got a shield now. I know. When the fuck did they make it a shield? It's like a badge. It's like a little police officer badge. Guys are like my little cops. My little COs, my little correctional officers. Well, I sorry I'm calling you little. It's just because in here you're just little letters. That sucks. I was gonna roll down the window. Roll down the window! Pip pip cheerio, roll down the window. I didn't I didn't get to ash it out the window. It fell in the car. I failed. Oh man. What else has been going on in life? Let's see. What's been going on in life with you guys since the last time I was on here? Let's see. For me, grandma died. And I've got two cats now, but I think I had told you guys about my second cat the last time I was on here. Um, I trimmed a lot of weed recently. I needed some work. I needed some work. Get my mind off things. But it's like the weed game's like dead, so like nobody's really growing anymore. It's like the last person I knew that was growing it, they were like, "Will you help take down my last round?" It's like, this is kind of sad. It's the last time. The last time. After my grandfather died, I made a lot of money trimming weed. I made $2,500 in 1 month. Just sitting there in people's basements. I got 9 cats at the moment. You have 9 cats? Oh my God. Do you have an automatic cat litter? Or if you don't, you're scooping a lot of poop or you're making your wife scoop a lot of poop. Um, I've been considering getting the automatic cat litter, but I was reading recently about how somebody's cat got killed by it because the sensor didn't work and it fucking crushed the cat. And I was just like, oh no, I'll just scoop poop forever. I can't risk that. It's like chances are, most people that are buying this, they love it and their cats aren't being murdered by it. But I can't risk it because if my cats die, even just one and not both, like either of them dying, like I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. I love Meow. She's kind of a moody little bitch, but I love her so much. Um, and then Oreo, he's my little boyfriend. He just like wants to rub up on me all the time and give me kisses and snuggle with me. I'll wake up in the middle of the night to him like laying on top of me, rubbing his face on mine. I love it. 7 kittens? Oh my God. Dude, you first of all, gold mine. Um that's how I feel. If I had kittens, I would sell them and I would sell them for a lot of money. Because you know what? When I was trying to get a fucking cat, and unless you know somebody that has kittens that they'll give one to you or you can buy it cheap off them, they want $300 at the shelters to fucking adopt a cat. It's like, you want $300 per cat? Like, what if I want two of them? The fuck? I didn't realize, like, when we initially wanted a cat, I didn't realize it was going to turn into such a thing. And then it was like, why is it so hard to find a cat? Nobody we knew had kittens. And then we were calling all the, like, the shelters and the rescues. And it's like, I was like, this is insane. I didn't know cats were like such like a hot commodity, but apparently they are. So you're sitting on a small little gold mine with them kittens. Shit, $300 a pop. What's 3 times 7? That's $2,100 right there that you could have. I mean, had I had the money when I wanted them, I would have paid the 300. I wanted a cat that fucking bad, but I couldn't have. It was like, if we don't find a cat, we're gonna save we're going to save for a few months, and while we're saving, we'll try to get a cat for free. And it worked out. We ended up getting our cat free, but yeah, I thought we were going to have to save up and spend some dough. One of my cats got ran over by a car. No, and a car didn't stop. Oh, dude. Oh my God. I felt so horrible. One time, this fucking cat ran out in front of my car. Uh, as it's like my car's about to hit it, I'm like, and then I didn't feel it hit it. So I was like, oh, thank God. And as I'm thinking I must admit it, suddenly it must have ran like right under the front of my car, like perfectly. So like the front end didn't hit it, but it hit like the back wheel. And suddenly it came out from under my car and it got flung to the side. I was like, what the fuck? And then at the time, I had been dropping my son off at his dad's house. So I was just like, oh my God, first of all, I hope that cat's not dead. Secondly, whether it's dead, not dead, I really hope that wasn't my son's sister's fucking cat. Because they had like four or five cats over there. Um, Well, when I looked you ran. When I looked back, it was gone. So I don't know. I think it like ran off or something, or it flung somewhere where I couldn't fucking see it. I mean, I didn't stop and like get out and look around or anything. Um, Maybe I'm a dick for that. I don't. But even still, even if I found the cat, it was a stray cat outside. I don't know if it had a home or not. Like, what if it didn't have a collar? Then I'm just looking for a fucking cat that nobody even knows. I don't know. LOL, that was my cat. No, it wasn't. Fuck you. This was years ago. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, my God, you guys. Well, I didn't have to go to court, but I called in for court for child support with my son's father. My son's been over 18, so, like, they just want what they've been owed from before. And I feel bad. He's been trying to find a job, but he's been having shit luck with it. And they don't fucking believe him. They fucking threw the fucking book at him. They were like, he owes you 2 grand. Do you want that 2 grand? I was like, I don't want it. So you can write that off. They were like, are you serious? You really don't want the money he owes you? And I'm like, he's been fully present in his son's life, his entire life. And my son's never had to go without. So, I mean, I don't feel like I'm owed anything. So I don't want it. I don't need it. And they've really said back to me, well, you've been getting cash assistance, so of course your son hasn't gone without. It's like, if you fucking think that $300 a month, now don't get me wrong, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the help that the state is able to give when you're a single mother, but But let's not be ignorant fucks and try to say that $300 a month is the reason my son never went without. $300 a month does not raise a fucking child. Like, it's like, do you not have a child or are you just a fucking moron? But, um, but yeah, they threw him in jail And they told him, we're throwing you in jail. We're not letting you out unless someone comes and pays like thousands of dollars towards what you owe. And I'm listening to it. I'm just like, oh shit. This is fucking crazy. I called his public defender after. I'm like, this is ridiculous. First of all, how do you expect him to pay you thousands of dollars if he's in jail? And not only that, if we're mad about the money that he owes the state, that the state had to put out for his child, how are we going to act like the state isn't paying money to keep him in jail? You now going to house him and feed him 3 times a day while he's not able to get a job to pay you what he owes you. How does that make any fucking sense? Retarded. I think it's retarded. I feel like there are a lot of deadbeat dads that go into court and they don't want to fucking pay and they're just pieces of shit. That's not the case here. Some people just, they have shit luck. But I feel like regardless of whether they're a shitty person, not a shitty person, if they're telling you they can't find a job, wouldn't it make more sense to have a work program that the court can put these men through? Hey, well, you can't find a job. We're going to help get you a job. Now you can't come to us and tell us you can't find a job. And if you're not going to participate in our work program, then we'll throw you in jail. To me, that would make more sense. But I don't know. I'm just a logical fucking person. I'm also a crazy person too, so I don't know. Maybe no one should fucking listen to me. If he can move to Canada, I'm hiring. Oh man. Where's my lighter? Yeah, and then his public defender tells me they're pretty much holding him for ransom. They think he's holding out. They want to see if somebody will come forward and pay some of the money he owes. And I'm like laughing. I'm like, they're like so sadly fucking mistaken. Like, he's not holding out on them. So then he also tells me if they do let him out, it's only gonna be because they'll be letting him out on home confinement. And they also want him to pay $150 for the ankle bracelet. And it's like, oh, the guy that owes you owes the state tons of money, they want him to pull money out of his ass to pay for an ankle bracelet so he can get out of jail and have you guys up his ass. But okay, I mean, maybe they can help him find a job. I don't fucking know. I seen this one guy, broken leg and arm. Oh, child support, went to jail, said he couldn't work. He had doctor's slips and everything. Yeah. You know what they said to him? They were like, you look healthy. It's like, okay. So because he looks healthy, he's been holding out money on you. It's like, oh man. But I couldn't even believe what they were saying to him. Like, you look healthy. Like, how are you like, it's normal question. How are you supporting yourself? Okay. But like to like tell pretty much imply someone's an asshole for not paying their child support because they look healthy. That's just the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's like, how is it that I'm supposed to be on your side? Like, yeah, this guy owes you money, he owes me money, but like, how is it that I'm sitting here like, you sound like a fucking moron? Like, I don't even want this guy's money. Like, I feel like it would be cruel to take his fucking money. The fuck? Oh, man. Yeah, it's like if you owe child support, you're not allowed to have people that care about you that will feed you or be like, you can stay with me, like, or you know what I mean? And yeah, you're not allowed to look healthy. You're not allowed to have anyone help you, let you stay with them, or else they look at you like you're fucking holding out because you're couch surfing. Like, what the fuck? Oh man. Fuck that. Get the support. Oh, um, shit. You know what's fucked up is, so it's like with the fucking everybody can pretty much get, like, if you're low income, you don't have you can get free healthcare. You know, you can get health care. So they're saying, like, part of the reason, they go after child support is because they want the father to pay for the health care. And it's like, okay, but if somebody is low income and qualifies for, like, free health care, then how come somebody has to pay for the kids' health care if, like, the adults are able to get free health care? I'm confused by that. Like, no, like, I get free health care. Like, nobody's paying for my fucking health care, and I'm an adult. Like, I don't have a parent that's having to pay support for my health care. I'm grateful to be able to have free health care. Um, it's like it's a process sometimes to get, like, help from the state, but, like, if you go through the process, then you're able to get, like, some help in some form. Um, Men get fucked by the system. You pay taxes. Well, I don't pay taxes. I don't have any taxes to file. Until I start making money on here, then I'll have taxes to file. Um, yeah, no, well, even how they're like, well, you've been on cash assistance. They want all the money from him for cash assistance. Well, how it normally works is normally they give you cash assistance for 5 years, and then they kick you off and say, well, go get a job. You know, you're only supposed to get, but because I'm on disability, they couldn't kick me off. So it's like, all right, but I was only getting cash assistance from the first 18 years of my son's life. It should have only been the first 5. So it's like, are you guys charging him for the other 13 years that I was on it? Because how's that his fault that I'm fucking mentally and emotionally fucking warped? You know what I mean? I don't know. DoorDash. You scamming the system. DoorDash. I don't DoorDash. Like, I order from DoorDash, but I don't go DoorDashing. I wouldn't want to do that. Ugh. And from my understanding, you have to go in the stores to get the food. You can't even go through the drive-through to get it. I don't even want to go in the fucking store for myself. I don't want to go in for anyone else, even if they're paying me. Oh, man. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna get off here soon, though. Hold up, I thought you said you DoorDash. Yeah, I was talking about when I ordered DoorDash. Because earlier I was talking about my grandmother and how I was on DoorDash and I was looking at the food and I saw the place that I used to order her spring rolls from. When you order, mad slow. What, DoorDash is slow? DoorDash is a scam. It is a scam. Yeah, no, I had used it recently because I was trimming and I was like, fuck, I'm hungry. I want to eat. But I can't, like, go up and raid people's fridges, so I DoorDashed. Um, but I deleted I deleted the app after because I can't even use it like I used to. I don't have the money for it. It is a fucking scam. It's way too fucking expensive. DoorDash tax them like they need to pay child support, right? Oh man. Dude. Like, you know how they say they throw the book at them? Like, I feel like if they had the book there, it felt like they threw it at them. They threw it at them. Shit. Yeah, it's like had me so worked up. I called this public defender like, "What the fuck?" Oh man. I'm like, "That's insane." I'm like she was like mad at him about things that had nothing to do with him is what it felt like. 2K isn't too bad to wrap it up. Yeah. Oh man. Money. Money, 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 money. Everything is about money. Um yeah, you would have thought like they would have gave him some credit for like, oh, he's at least he's been there for his kid. Like, yeah. They tried to turn it however they could into like, well, it wasn't him that was fucking paying to take care of him. But it's like how are it's like he was going with his dad practically every weekend. I didn't have to fucking send him money. I didn't have to send food with him. I didn't have to send clothes with him. He had clothes when he was with his father. They fed him when he was with his father. So it's like but then I almost feel like if I had said that and defended but he ate when he was with his dad, so then they would have been like, "Well, how did he eat when he was with his father if his father had no money?" It's like, "Well, hold on. You guys are mad that he hasn't paid for a couple years. He hasn't had a job for a couple years. Like, but before that he was paying." So like, I don't know. They just seem really angry in child support court. I used to print my own money, then I was set up by FBI. No way! I don't believe you. Nothing like a good joint to even out the world for a bit, right? And it keeps going out though. It keeps going out. Oh, I've been on here for an hour. An hour? The system's fucked, man. Cause it's like I said, I get it. There's a lot of guys that go in there and they don't fucking give a fuck. They don't want to ever pay them anything. Um, I get it, but it's like it's not like a, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you fucking owe child support, like you better fucking get on that. Don't fall behind on that, cause they'll fucking hate you. That's terrible. Um. Yeah, that lady implying $300 is a reason a child will never go without. That was crazy. I'm like, holy shit, does she not know how much it costs to fucking raise a kid? It costs a lot of money. A lot of things come up. 300 is fucking nothing. Like, if it's fucking, fuck, going back to school, you gotta buy the school supplies, gotta buy the new school clothes, then the fucking, like, if your kid doesn't like the school lunch and won't eat the school lunch, so then you have to fucking send them with the fucking lunch. It's like, that 300, you could wipe your ass with it. Um, Now on a month where there's not like shit like adding up, like it's like cool, like this 300 is a lot, but like then there's times where that's nothing. Uh, I don't know. I wish I never needed help from the system at all. I I would have rather been able to be financially stable, just working and I want to say being a normal person, but then I think about what that entails, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm kind of glad like I was fucked up and I ended up on disability and just couldn't get my fucking brain right for a long time. Because if I did, then maybe I'd be one of those like normal people that's just living a monotonous life, just the same thing over and over and over again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to, I didn't come here for that. No, no, thank you. My child threw away $1,000 worth of new clothes and said my dad will buy more. Oh man. Yeah, my daughter is so fucking spoiled, but her fucking dad did it. Her dad did it. Oh man. Well, it's like I like to spoil too, but like I feel like if you act like a spoiled brat, then that makes me not want to do shit for you. Like at least not until you're being good. But if you're acting spoiled, like nope, I'll put fucking shit back and we will leave with nothing. Um he'll get bullied into buying more than he has money for. So, yeah. My electricity bill is $402 this month. Yeah, mine was 366 last month. But what sucks is I was in the discount program because, I'm a fucking low income bitch. Um, but then like right before my grandmother passed away, they had kicked me out because they wanted me to update the information. Um, but like what I had sent them, they didn't accept it. So then they sent me the letter saying, "Oh, you're getting kicked out of the discount program." So I'm like, "Fuck, I got to deal with this." But then my grandmother was starting to like not do good, and then she was doing better, and then suddenly she was like keeling over, and then she went to the hospital. So it's like I got distracted, and I never got a chance to get back in the discount program. So then like right after she dies, I'm getting like the electric bill at regular price for $366. I'm like, oh, awesome. Plus the car insurance, which is like $600. Plus all the other bills. Plus we need food. Plus this, plus that, plus. Oh man, it is too fucking expensive to even exist. Oh, damn, y'all need LED lights. I'm sweating balls the rest of the year. My house taxes is like 6K. Yeah, no, my house taxes are pretty cheap. It's like 1,100 every few months. So that's not bad, right? So that's what, 4 times a year? What, 4,400 a year? I'm high, so I don't know if I'm doing the math wrong. Oh man, my home insurance just went up $50. I was like, cool. Awesome. This is great. This is great. Oh man. Um, I should get off here though, because I wasn't planning on being on this long. Um, but I do miss you guys, and I'm glad you guys came in and we could chat. I'm glad I pulled some cards, even though I just feel like I suck. Not just at pulling cards, just even trying to talk on here in general. Um, but I mean, a handful of you guys have stayed this entire time, so I can't suck too much, right? I'm fine. I'm good. Thinking I suck. It's silly. Right? You doing fine. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. You know what it is? It's the fucking cuckoo eggs. Like I put in my fucking nest. Them fucking cuckoo birds, they be chirping, being like, you fucking suckling. And I'm just like, okay. But I just gonna be like, no, I don't. You're not the fucking sparrow I was trying to raise. You're fucking go away. Cuckoos. Cuckoos. Come to my house after this so we can have some fun. Okay, boo boo, you my favorite white girl. Oh man. You know, I am 2% African American. Is that enough to call me mulatto? No, it's not. It's not. Oh man. I think Ancestry lied. I think it lied to me. Oh boy. All right, yeah. I'm gonna skedaddle. Such a weird word. 2% don't count. You still white as snow. Here's one for you. Everyone is part black. No, what's so funny is when I did my son's, he had 0%. I was like, oh, I didn't pass any of my 2% down to you. I'm sorry, son. Oh, man. But all right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. I'm going to be back. I've got more to talk about, more cards to read, more weed to smoke. Although I do want to quit weed because I can't afford to smoke weed anymore. This makes me really sad. But luckily I was trimming weed, so I was able to be like, I'll take some of this weed for trimming it. But it's almost gone, so party's over. But the tarot party will still be on. Me yapping away about anything, everything, nothing. That'll be happening. Um, DNA first gene called Eve gene. Yeah, right? Um, Wait, hold on. I wanted to say something about that, but now I'm drawing a blank because I'm high. Fucker. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. Mitochondria. Mitochondria. And ribosomes. What y'all know about ribosomes? Um, Now I'm picturing all the parts of a fucking cell. You know, when I was in school for medical assistant, one of my teachers, she made the class fun. She brought in Play-Doh. She was like, we're gonna build all the parts of the cell with the fucking Play-Doh. She brought in different colors so you could do like all the, you know. All right, my phone's ringing now. I gotta go. I love you guys. Bye.